Faculty of Law by Gonzalo Ulloa, Terán. 100 legal lectures. Professional translation services.
Basic legal terms.
Civil cases. A civil case begins with the plaintiff. He or she has a complaint about the actions of another person or organization. The plaintiff files the complaint with a court. The person or organization accused of a wrongdoing is the defendant. Both the plaintiff and the defendant usually have attorneys. The attorneys speak on behalf of their clients. A paralegal, a person with legal training, may assist the attorney. In some cases, a jury listens to arguments for and against the defendant. Then they decide on a verdict. Finally, the judge makes a decision to resolve the complaint.
Hi, Robert. How is that civil case going?
Hey, Janet. It's not going all that well, actually.
Oh, what's wrong?
The defendant's attorney is pretty good. He's making our complaint seem weak.
Well, it's not, is it?
No, the defendant owes my client thousands of dollars, but that's based on a verbal agreement.
I see. So the plaintiff has nothing in writing?
Exactly. I'm worried that the jury will decide against us.
Basic legal concepts.
Butler and Evans Associates. Are you injured because of someone else's carelessness? Are you involved in a dispute with a neighbor? Butler and Evans is available to help you take legal action. Everyone is entitled to due process. When you decide to initiate a lawsuit, call us. We're going to make sure you get the damages you're entitled to. Our investigators are able to get all the proof needed for your trial. When a verdict is not in your favor, we appeal whenever possible. In the event we fail to settle or win your case, you don't owe us anything. So what do you have to lose? Call 876-0251 today to arrange a meeting.
Hello, Mr. Williams. I received an offer from Ms. Johnson's lawyer. She's ready to end this dispute.
Really? What do we need to do?
Well, she's not dropping the lawsuit unless you agree to settle.
What is she asking for?
She wants you to pay for half of the damages to her car.
But I didn't wreck her car. Someone else ran into it.
I know, but since you have no proof, I suggest you settle.
I don't like it, but I guess you're right.
Legal resources.
Letter of the law. Where do I look? There are many legal resources, so it's important to know how libraries organize them. Most libraries have a section for primary materials. These texts contain laws relevant to cases. Secondary materials give opinions on the law. They include legal encyclopedias and digests. Encyclopedias often cite primary sources in their references. Digests summarize individual cases that have similar topics. Other legal publications include case annotations and form books. Annotations are articles about cases, and they are printed in law journals. Form books show how documents should be worded and formatted. Thankfully, most of these resources are available on computerized databases. That way, you don't have to carry around a ton of books.
Oh, Mary, you're back. Did the law library have anything to help our case?
Yes, there were several similar cases in the legal encyclopedia. Apparently, judges often dismiss cases against young defendants.
Okay, do those defendants have anything in common?
According to the case annotations, none of them had any previous convictions.
That's perfect.
I also gathered primary materials about crimes involving young offenders.
Thank you. Can you do me one more favor? Write a summary of the statutes on young defendants.
No problem.
Sources of law.
Dear Ms. Martin, I finished my research on the Great Cars Incorporated, GCI, lawsuit. Here are the important notes. Recent national legislation requires a lot of safety testing. GCI did not follow that policy, but the statute is new, so it may not pertain to our case. There is a precedent. A suit against Carmasters was dismissed 2 years ago. The company did not make changes to meet state laws fast enough. A judge dismissed the case after Carmasters met the requirements. Still, the plaintiff may sue under a relevant constitutional law. But court rules don't allow him to change the lawsuit yet. That procedure takes weeks. Let me know if you have any questions.